For decades, the path to success seemed pretty clear, right? Go to college, get a desk job, climb that corporate ladder. But what if that entire roadmap is being torn up? Today, we're diving into a huge career reversal that's completely changing the game for young Americans. I mean, for generations, the answer to this was a no-brainer. Of course it was. But what if I told you that for millions of young people today, the corner office isn't even on their radar? In fact, many are actively running in the other direction. Exactly. That whole dream of a white-collar career, the one promised to an entire generation, is getting a serious reality check. It's being challenged by something that might surprise you: the skilled trades. We're seeing this massive shift in what a good job even means anymore. So, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. You've got your white-collar work. Think office jobs, admin, management. And then you have your blue-collar jobs, the hands-on, skilled trades like construction or welding. Now, you got to understand this difference, because the value we place on them is getting flipped completely upside down. So, what is going on here? First, let's look at what's pushing people away from the old path. There is a serious squeeze happening in the white-collar world. And frankly, it's making that traditional career look a lot less shiny than it used to. 263,000. Just let that sink in. That's how many people lost their jobs in the tech industry in 2023. An industry that was supposed to be the safest bet for a modern career has become a source of major instability. And believe me, that sends a wave of anxiety across the entire job market. And you know what's behind a lot of that anxiety? You guessed it, artificial intelligence. The same technology that was supposed to unlock a new universe of knowledge jobs is now making people in those exact jobs pretty nervous about their future. Okay, and this is where it gets really interesting. See, generative AI is fantastic at things you do at a desk: writing emails, analyzing data, even coding. But you know what it can't do? It can't rewire a house. It can't fix your car. All of a sudden, the hands-on jobs are looking a whole lot more AI-proof than the desk jobs. It's a total flip of what we all thought job security was.
And this isn't just a tech thing. If you look across the whole economy, job postings for white-collar positions are actually falling faster than for blue-collar ones. Now, that difference on the chart might seem small, but we're talking about millions of jobs. It's a huge signal of what some are now calling a white-collar recession.
All right, so that's the push away from the office. But what about the other side of the equation, the pull? Because while the white-collar world is feeling the pressure, the blue-collar world is absolutely booming, thanks to just incredible demand. And this quote, I think, just nails it. This isn't just about money or job openings. It's a cultural thing. The very definition of what it means to have a successful career is being rewritten right before our eyes. Now, this chart shows you exactly why there's so much opportunity. Just look at that gap. For every 5 skilled workers who are retiring, only 2 new ones are coming in to take their place. I mean, you don't need to be an economist to see what that means. It means we are desperate for skilled labor. This demand is creating some absolutely explosive growth, especially in fields that are building our future. I mean, think about it. The entire green energy revolution, it's going to be built by wind turbine technicians and solar installers, jobs that are set to grow by 45 and 22%. All in all, we're on track to add almost 2 million new skilled trade jobs in the next decade alone. And hey, let's talk about the money, because it's not just about job openings. Unionized blue-collar wages shot up over 6% last year. And the median pay for high school grads, a lot of them go into the trades, has seen really solid growth. These jobs are becoming seriously competitive financially. So you've got the push out of the office and the pull into the trades. But now let's get to the really human part of this. What's going on in the minds of Gen Z, the generation that's really leading this charge? Well, it seems to come down to a totally new way of thinking about careers. They're asking different questions, like, why would I start my life buried under student debt when I can literally get paid to learn a skill? Why would I chase a trendy, unstable job when I can have real security? And maybe most important, why should I let some company tell me what success is when I can define it for myself? You know, there's something else happening here too. It's this powerful desire for work that feels real, tangible. Instead of just moving things around on a spreadsheet, they're choosing to build and fix the stuff we all depend on every single day. It's about seeing the results of your work right in front of you. But here's the twist. This huge shift isn't some perfect solution. In fact, it's shining a massive spotlight on another huge challenge for our whole economy, a really dangerous and growing skills gap. 7 million. That's how many jobs are sitting empty in the US right now, and a giant chunk of them are in the skilled trades. We have all this demand, but we just don't have enough trained people to do the work. This isn't just a small problem. Our sources are calling it a flat-out national crisis.
And here's the scary part. This crisis is only getting worse. We're short millions of workers today, but by 2028, we'll need another 500,000 more. Fast forward to 2032, and that number jumps to nearly 1.7 million. The demand isn't just high, it's relentless, and it's growing every single year. So how in the world do we fix this? Well, there's no single answer. It's going to take a major effort. We're talking about bringing shop class and vocational training back to high schools, creating way more apprenticeships where you earn while you learn, and maybe, most importantly, just starting to treat these essential careers with the respect they've always deserved. Okay, so after looking at all this, what does it mean for the future of your work? Doesn't matter if you're in an office, on a construction site, or in a workshop, this affects everyone. I think this quote from the IMF is so important. The future isn't really about humans versus machines. It's not about massive job losses across the board. It's about job transformation. AI isn't going to replace most of us, but it is going to change how pretty much all of us do our jobs. And that brings us to the single biggest takeaway from all of this. Whether your color is blue, white, or no color at all, the most valuable skill you can have in the future is adaptability. The new path forward isn't about picking one job for life. It's about being willing to constantly learn, reskill, and evolve. Which leaves us with one last big question to think about. As artificial intelligence gets better and better at doing the work of our minds, could it be that the most irreplaceable human skill is actually the work of our hands? In the economy of tomorrow, what will we value more? The ability to manage a spreadsheet or the ability to build the world around us?